Hello everyone. So in this video we will be covering about Deloitte USI interview rounds and questions for the role of statutory audit and assurance. This department is termed as external audit by the offshore Big Fours. So there were typically 5 rounds of interview for Deloitte USI excluding their pre-screening call. So it was as follows, like the first one is you'll be getting a pre-screening call, then you'll be having 2 technical rounds on the same day, followed by a HR round, and then you have to clear a Watson test, and then is the final round, which is the MD or the director round. So now I'll walk you through the timeline for each round and the type of questions asked. So also all of the rounds that I had were held virtually. So let's begin. So the first that I received was a pre-screening call from them. I got a call from their HR through my Naukri profile on 29th of July. It was basically their off-campus drive. So the questions asked by me by their HR were like, what are the number of attempts, what has been my articleship experience, as in they're basically looking for someone who has worked and have done statutory audits during their articleship. Then the sectors that I have worked in, what is materiality and types of materiality, what is the difference between depreciation and amortization. Then she asked me what is my current and my preferred location and what are my salary expectations. So whenever the HR asks you about your preferred locations, always ask the HR first for which location is the hiring taking place and what is the salary range which is being offered by them, instead of just disclosing your expectations on the very first call in the pre-screening call. Afterward, she informed me that my interview was scheduled for 2nd of August with an orientation call on the evening of August 1st, which was mandatory to attend. Keeping our cameras on during the orientation wasn't required unless it is specifically requested to you by the person who is conducting the session. During the orientation, they basically provide you a detailed overview of Deloitte USI's company culture, work ethics, their achievements, and why Deloitte USI is a great place to work. They also explained the benefits and salary components offered to their employees. Moving on to the next technical round one, mine was on 2nd August. So you'll be receiving a mail just a day before your technical round is supposed to be held. You'll be given a slot that which will be mentioned in your mail. So let's move on to the questions that were asked to me in the first round. So they started off with introducing themselves, then they asked me to introduce myself. Okay, it's very important that your introduction about yourself is done very nicely, where basically you talk about yourself, or where are you from, what has been your education, then your professional education, then you start with what you have done in your articleship, if you have any extra, anything which is different, or you have achieved something during your articleship. Then you may mention something that is not there in your resume, and then always end it with talking about maybe a 1 line or 2 line, just talking about like about your passion or your hobbies, so which will give you a whole view like about yourself to the interviewer. Then she asked me that what are the sectors that I have worked in or I have audited. Be very careful with your answers because you might get following questions on the same. So just mention those which you are confident with. Then they asked me like which areas that I have audited, like which areas of balance sheet or PL is what they mean. Again, be very careful because you'll be getting follow-up questions on the same, like how you have audited, what are the audit procedures you have applied on them, or how will you check this specific assertion for this particular PL or balance sheet item. Then they asked me like what is the kind of companies that I've audited, whether it has been more of private companies or public companies. Then what is materiality, again a very common question. So over here I told them about the definition and the factors which helps to decide the materiality. types of materiality, explain all the three types of materiality with their definition and the percentage of those three materialities with one liner example or some figure. Okay, they love it. Then she asked me, like, be very thorough with all the PL and balance sheet assertions, along with the respective audit procedures and practical examples of experience in your articleship. They can ask you about any assertions, it basically depends on the interviewer. What are the assertions of PL, or you call it classes of transactions, or balance sheet or account balances? They asked me about all the assertions of account receivables, which is a balance sheet item, and one for the PL item. They asked me about revenue. And then they crossed question me like, how will you check, say, the completeness and accuracy assertion of accounts receivables? The interviewer gave me an example. Say if there is any company with 50 million sales amount and with thousands of transactions, what will you do if you don't receive a confirmation for the same? Like, what will be your audit procedures? What would be your alternative audit procedures? Then they asked me explain the 5-step revenue model as per Ind AS 115, which is, I think, the most favorite and must do question for all your interviews. Also, 100 Ind AS 116 is a favorite question. Then they asked me to explain the above, like that is the 5-step revenue model for a manufacturing company who sells bottles. Then they asked me what is sampling, how will you do it, on what basis you will select these samples, how many samples will you select, how will you perform the cut-off procedures for revenue, do you check materiality and performance materiality while sampling? And last, this is like common for all your interviews, they'll ask, any interviewer will ask you whether do you have any questions for the interviewer. Always be prepared with at least 2 questions for the interviewer, like how's the work culture, or what would be your role in the organization, or any questions you have or you could frame thoughtfully while you attended the orientation call. So it's very important you attentively listen throughout during your orientation call, because you can frame questions from there and ask your interviewers. Moving on to the technical round 2. It was held on the same day, which was 2nd of August. Again, you'll receive a mail about the same, about which slot, few hours before your slot. So the interviewer began by introducing himself and asked me to introduce myself as well. He then moved on to a few behavioral questions which were aimed at getting to know me better. There were 5 situation questions where I had to explain what would I choose in specific scenarios. The questions were straightforward and tailored to my personal preferences, so there is no need to dive too deep into them. Then he started with his technical questions like, can you provide the journal entry for a prepaid expense of 12,000 over 12 years, both at the beginning and at the end of the year when the amount is wired out, that is paid out? If you are unsure of any terminology, feel free to ask for clarification. They are very polite and willing to explain it to you. How would you handle, basically this is the next question. Then he asked me like, how would you handle a case of fraud reporting? It was an open-ended question. You can answer whatever understanding you have about the same that you have studied, be it audit or accounting or talking about audit report. Then he had a follow-up question on this, like, does materiality play a role in such situations? Then he asked me what are going concern indicators and what would you expect the management to do in this case. Then last, he asked me like if I have any questions for the interview. My interview experience was quite different and unique compared to others, though my friends had a more standard first round and second round. So it really depends on the interviewer. So the list of questions I have shared are not exhaustive. Every interview can vary in its approach and content. Next, we will talk about the HR round. So, my HR round was on 6th of August. So, HR asked me questions like introduce yourself, why audit, my school and college name, what are my location preferences. She asked me two of them. Like I have to rate. First would be this, and second would be this. Then she asked me about my CTC expectations. So over here, instead of being very rigid about your CTC expectations, you can just quote a range. Yeah, research it, and then based on that, you just quote her a range. Yes. Then you have to. Then she asks rate your statutory audit experience in terms of percentage. Then how many number of attempts I had for both the groups, or maybe for your whole journey for inter and CA final. And lastly, if I have any questions for her. Apart from that, HR can ask you questions like why Deloitte USI and why not other big four. So you should be prepared for these questions as well. I was not asked though. Then moving on to the Worsen test. So Deloitte has this Versit test. It is an essential voice-based test which is designed by them to assess your English speaking and your listening skills. So it basically evaluates your fluency, your vocabulary, and your grammar. So each section has its own cutoff score, which is determined after assessing all parts of the test. So it's crucial to perform well across all sections. And if you have a good command of English, you should be able to clear the cutoff easily. However, if you're unsure, it's helpful to practice beforehand, and there are plenty of videos available on YouTube about the same. You can simply search Deloitte Worsen test for guidance. I did it for myself as well. I found a very proper video on YouTube which will very nicely guide you through the number of rounds, the type of questions you have. Must do that before you sit for the Worsen test. Probably, as far as I remember, the Worsen test for it goes on for 25 to 30 minutes, somewhere between 20 to 30 minutes, and then you'll be given 2 or 3 attempts to pass the test. And if you're unable to clear it even after these many attempts, you won't move on to the next round. Then the last round was the MD or director round. Mine was on 13th August. I had it scheduled after a week, but it varied for different candidates from 2 days to 2 weeks. Okay. So the questions asked to me were, he asked me to introduce myself. So based on the introduction that I gave to him, he asked me followed up 3 questions which were like, which are the new things that I have learned recently? Tell me one instance of problem solving. What are my key takeaways during my articleship? Then he moved on to his technical questions like what is the difference between process and internal controls with examples? What is the difference between preventive and detective controls, and give an example for both the controls with respect to trade receivables and how you audited it. Tough, right? Yeah, that that is how it was. Then he asked me what are assertions. Tell me the assertions for trade payables and explain all of them. So if in case if he's not clear with any of the assertions, then he will specifically ask you how will you check the completeness assertion for trade receivable. If he is not clear, say supposedly, he will emphasize more on one particular assertion if he's not very clear with it, or if he feels that you're repeating the points for different assertions. Then he asked me what are the audit procedures for a complete audit of any company from start to end. Again, it was very difficult question to answer as a fresher, from the starting to end. If you haven't prepared well for this question on spot, it's very difficult to frame a complete answer, because he's asking me like from starting to end for each of, now what exactly he wants to listen at each point is something which is difficult to apprehend. But again, you can prepare well for this question, be ready to get this question and try to ace this question like, yeah. And then lastly, he asked me if I have any questions for him, and then end it by giving a thank note. Okay, so my director round turned out to be quite challenging compared to my friends' experiences, as they were asked only 4 to 5 questions, which was similar to those from the technical rounds, which focusing more on assertions and audit procedures. So it was easy for them. So partner round, basically it depends on the interview. It can be easy, moderate, or quite challenging like the one that I had. So ultimately, it comes down to the interviewer, your luck, and how well prepared you are. So each of my interview rounds last about 20 minutes. I hope this video will be helpful to those preparing for the interviews, and do share it with your friends who are going to sit for the interview, and don't forget to leave a comment if you found the video to be insightful. All the best for your interview.